Hello everyone, welcome to round 5 of the URL Pro-Am Sunday Championship. We're here on race 1 and we are at Road Atlanta. Quite a tricky track, the middle section's quite single file, but it's a good track to race on, to be fair. I think we're down to 11 people this week. I think a couple of people are missing. But I'm sure that won't take away from the great racing we're going to have here. As you can see from the screen, Gower again has put it on pole. I don't know what his time was, but he seems to be qualifying quite well up the front and doing really well in race 1. But yeah, so Gower there in pole. You got Dan in second. He'll be looking to score some points, I think, although he's got Paulie and That's Life, who are close to him in the table, still here this week. But he's had a couple of mishaps, so we'll see how Dan gets on. Paulie there in third position. Kenny D. So this is the second week we've seen Kenny. It's nice to see him up here now at the front. He done really well in race 2 last week with a good podium. And obviously he's qualified very well there in 4th. That's Life is in 5th. Cy in 6th. Brownie in 7th. Brian the Mechanic in 8th. Hoggy in 9th. Rossi 10th. And the cloudy side of Nando is in 11th. So yeah, as I said, 11 races this week. We'll get on with the race and hopefully we'll have some good overtakes and good action. It's a Deep Forest Raceway, clockwise track, fiction track, so I don't think there's any names for this track. Any corner names, sorry. Though down the way, down to this first corner is real tricky. You can take it nicely going there. See Brownie already having a look up on side. Not quite close enough though. This bit will be tricky. Lap 1's not too bad. It's still Brownie, still harassing Brian the Mechanic. I think he's just got back past him there. Gower's checked out already. Oh, That's Life slightly wide down through the bottom of the S's, up over the brow of the hill. You might see a couple of people lose it on that corner. You need to be flat out to get the best time. Like side pressure in That's Life. But not too bad. Also, you can see there Paulie just getting into the back of Dan onto the double right-handers, sort of quick first in and second right-hander 90-degree angle corner. It is an important corner as you just see someone pulling out of the slipstream at the back there. I'll just keep an eye on Paul because he's possibly looking for a move. Whoa, not sure what's going on there. It looked like a bit of lag, and lag might have just caught Kenny D out because he had to slam on the old anchors to make sure he missed Paulie. Let's go back to did that move happen? So no. So Bry there, Brownie in 8th, Hoggy 9th, Rossi down in 10th. Hoggy again possibly not too happy with his qualifying, be towards the back. I think last week he done really well. Race 2 he was doing well. Fortunately, just got a bit of a shunt, but not too bad for this group. Still bunched together. Oh, a big slide from Bry. Sorry, Bry, I just caught that, didn't I? Let's go on board with him. Got around there, as you see, Sai also all over the curbs there. Maybe that unsettled Bry as he come down through the bottom of the S's, gaining. Great, little bit wide, just ran it over the curbing. Oh, you see the power there, just the car did not like being too far over the curbs. Unlucky there for Brian the Mechanic, but that's promoted this little group now, 8th, 9th, 10th. I did say lap before that corner's tricky, and that's what it does to you. Let's see if there's anyone coming down. I think they're all getting their little gaps now. Brownie's cleared away from Hoggy. He's going to be chasing down Si, who had made a mistake earlier. And that's where we saw Ryder Mechanic gaining on him. But doing a stellar job there in 6th. He's got fresh air behind him now and a little bit of a gap in front of that's life, so we can concentrate to start picking up his brake markers now. The tyres are warm, so they shouldn't be an issue. Carried a lot of speed through that first corner, so I did there. That's where he made the mistake on the last lap. I think everyone's through this time. Let's have a get back up and see what's going on. As I said, Gower's checked out a little bit. That's life over that curbing. Paulie also over the curbing. This is the corner as well. You can have a couple of spins on as you're hard down on the right hand side. Trying to get the power on early up in this big long straight up and over the hill. Little dip up to the top of the brow of the hill. And then down to this final section. All the way down to the heavy braking. Through the chicane, I guess you could call it a chicane. So through the double corner chicane. Up over the top of the hill again, back down the hill. Great undulation on this track. And that's a lap from Dan. Gower at 19.0. As you see Kenny D now catching back up onto the back of Paulie. Slight skipping lag. Hopefully they don't put him off too much. It's hard to sometimes tell where the car actually is. You can see it looks like he's gone wide there, but he's not. Same as that, he looks like he missed the apex, but he hasn't. So it's very, very hard to judge. But Kenny D with a great exit through that corner. Paulie's not defending. Kenny could look at this move now. He thinks twice. He backs out. Is he going to have a chance now? Again, it looks like Paulie's all over the place, but he's not. You can see from his exit there, he's done that corner fine. So Brownie's up to 5th. Si's 5th, Brownie's 6th, Hoggy. Oh, that's life. He's had the moment, hasn't he? Yeah, let's go back. See what happened. So there he is through the S's, up over the bubble. Cut that corner lovely. Little wiggle, but nothing major. Si again with a brilliant exit. Maybe that's the problem. Si's put that's life under plenty of pressure. Coming down to the double right-handers. Big slide from That's Life. Couldn't stop the momentum of the car swinging round, and he's stuck on the barrier. Super barrier glitches, they are annoying. So unlucky there for That's Life. Again, doing really well. And unfortunately, he's going to be towards the back. He's got a bit of time, still 16 laps. You can see Rossi and Nando in front of him. Brian Mechanic's just behind, so we'll see how he gets on. So Rossi there in 9th. Nando's got past and just sprinted a little bit, so I think Rossi might have had a bit of a lap. Yeah, 1:23.8 his lap time. So he obviously had a bit of a moment on the previous lap that we didn't quite see. I mean, you've got Nando's trailing there behind Hoggy. Again, this is the awkward. It is single file through here. I've seen a couple of people try and make moves. You can if you've got a willing partner as such, and the person you're overtaking. But generally, it's single file through there. Another yellow flag. Who are we looking at? Oh no, that looks like Kenny D in the green machine. Getting stuck on that stupid ass barrier. So Kenny D up over the curb. Oh, again, tank slapped him one way, then the other. Around goes Kenny D. So, the corner I pointed out early doors has taken 2 victims so far in 5 laps. As Kenny D's trying to get his car righted round. That's Life goes past him. Unlucky Kenny. Keep going, mate. It's all to play for still. Again, promoted these boys. Hoggy up to 6th. Nando 7th. Rossi 8th. Oh, Gal has gone down as well. Oh, I'm missing it all, didn't I? What's going on here? So Gal had the same issue as... Right, so up and over the hill, half a second penalty. Be crossing the white line on the right-hand side. Down into the first of the double right-handers. Big chunk of grass. Oh, just power slid him across that corner there. Out onto the grass. Oh, then it reset him. What a joke. What a joke that is. Poor old Gower. And he's got half a second penalty for his troubles as well. Terrible GT7. Terrible. Already had the penalty and then he was coasting around trying to recover, and the game's reset him to halfway back through the corner. Poor Gower. Unlucky, mate. Well, it goes to prove your speed now. He's got a fantastic chance of attacking those in front of him. So now you've got Brownie in fourth, Sion third, Paulie in second, Dan up the road now in first position. He would have seen obviously Gower's demise, so he has to make sure that he keeps it clean, keeps the line. Watch this, the Lambo does not like curbs at all. It's not a fan of curbs. It just doesn't. I don't know what it is. It's just not, being an MR car. It probably just, I don't know. It just doesn't work for the Lambo, unfortunately. As we see Dan come around the second of the two right-handers up onto the big long hill. So let's go back. Cy in second, Brownie there in third. Gower's already now. He's got the bit behind between the teeth. He's going to be chomping to get himself back up towards the front, back up onto the podium. We see from Gower, is he going to make a move? He's gaining. Brownie's not defending. Brownie's gone to the right hand side, pull to the middle. Or he's going to go deep here. Great break in there. Oh, Brownie. He's just waiting. Oh, unlucky to him. See, what am I doing? See from here, he tried to defend and just missed his braking marker. Has pulled him off into the sand, and you can see the pack coming down the hill now. So he couldn't rejoin. He's waiting. And he's off. Oh, careful. Unlucky. He tried his best there. No fault of Brownie. He tried his best to make sure he was out of the way. Tried to get the power down to get off the racing line again, and as you see, all the wheels just span up on him. So unfortunately, don't go wide. He's on the way wide as well. He had to brake. That's given Kenny D the moment to get past him. So a good opportunist move from Kenny D. Whilst Brownie's still trying to get rid of the sand and soil off of his car. So let's make our way. So Kenny D back to 8th. That's life. Back to 7th. Bit of a gap, but Rossi, you can see Rossi just in front of him. I spur him on. There's Rossi. Since his first lap, look at that, all 120s. So he's in his groove now. Nando slowly picking the pace up also. 20s, now 19s. You can see Hoggy in front of him, very closely in front of him as well. You see Gower off in the distance. Well done. So that's it. There's a lot of tricky corners on this track, I will say. Although it is a very good track, and when you dial it in, it's brilliant. But there are so many tricky corners. The first corner, this one alone, you need to carry as much speed as possible through there without running, obviously, nearly out onto the grass like Nando did. This corner is very important. Carry the speed through, left, right, left, and then down here to the right. Little blip the accelerator up into 5th, through the S's. This is again a very tricky corner to get right. You need to take the curb on the inside, then the outside, but it bounces the car about. And as you've seen, this has taken 2 victims already as well. The first of the double right-handers off on this exit. And then this is the next bit. Nice long big straight, which is great. Gives you a little breather, but the S's to finish is also very tricky. You've got to be. It's quite an aggressive track. I think you have to be very aggressive with it, but with that also comes the danger, as we've seen, of losing the back end on a lot of the curbs or the adverse cambers on the track. But good lap from Nando, chasing down Hoggy. See how we're getting on. 18.8 there for Gower. It's fractions off of Dan's fastest lap. And like I said, he's very unfortunate to get reset as he went round trying to get himself back up onto the track. But he is gaining on Sai. What's Sai? Sai's doing good 19s, low 19s as well. So, you know, very respectable time there from Sai. I think Gower's probably just got his angry head on. So he's going to be pushing it like mad to get up onto the second step. And you know, you can't call anything yet either. We've seen it already happen. Let's see now, Sai down 3 S's at the end. Little bit wide, just compromise him a tiny bit. But again, so I mean, you've got to push. You've got to push to get the lap times. 19.8 again, so good lap from him. 18.5 there from Gower, quickest lap so far. Like I said, he's got his angry head on. It comes up, good jink through, down to about 80 miles an hour, just off the pace through that corner, but it sets him up well. Ideally, you want to be sort of closer to the 90 through the fast right kink. Good exit from here. We've seen Sai with good exit as well, though. So Hoggins fourth. No, Rossi's dropped. Rossi was doing well. You see again though, he's had a problem there. Lap time of 23.5, and that's life and Kennedy's passed, and now he's got Brownie back onto the rear of him again. Little jink from Brownie. Thought about it. Got to be careful making little quick moves like that in this sort of car, though. It can, as we see, it just unsettles the car. Brownie with a great slipstream on the back of Rossi. Is Rossi going to defend? He hasn't. He's pulled to the right hand side. Brownie's down the middle of the track. Can he get his brake marker correct this time? He's going. Yeah, well done there. Rossi's going to get a good drive out of this corner though. As you see, Kennedy and That's Life also fighting. I'll go back and see. Right, so not quite. So let's go back and see what was going on here. So Kennedy is chasing That's Life. Let's go from this angle. Oh, That's Life. Run it deep. Run it deep into the S's. That's given Kenny D brilliant opportunity just to put the car up the inside. Tricky corner to go side by side here. Kenny D gave That's Life plenty of room. Well done. So another tiny little mistake from That's Life's cost him there, giving Kenny D the opportunity now back up into 6th position. So let's get back towards this top and go through these boys. I see Gower on the track map at the right. He's getting closer and closer and closer. He's well within the slipstream as well now. So good exit out of this corner, which he's got. Is he going to be close enough to Sai? Will Sai defend? He's gaining. See the slipstream working now. He's gaining. Sai doesn't quite defend enough. Oh, Gower's also not quite close enough to make the lunge. I'm sure the thought crossed his mind, but we're only on lap 11. He's got a good exit out of there. Sai's gone really narrow. It's going to give Gower the undercut through this corner, running up onto the first corner. Again, not quite, but putting so much pressure on Sai. Filling up his wing mirrors there with the Michelin blue and green Lambo, blue, green and yellow Lambo. We'll stay with these for a minute. I'm just keeping an eye on the list to the left hand side there, but I think Gal was maybe too close to Sai on the first half of the lap. It does cost you. You can't quite see your braking lines. You got a bit dirty air as well. Comes off the back of these cars, that big old wing on the back. Yeah, movie star, that's it, movie star livery. But this time I don't think Gal is close enough. No, not quite close enough. I just watched the end of this lap. Sai goes slightly wide. Gal with a big old flick of the car. He's also gone wide though on the exit. Sai goes really, really narrow. That's a odd line. Gal with half a second penalty. That's unlucky, Gal. It's not what he wants there. As he's trying to push on to Sai. Nando's there in 5th. Kenny D 6th. You can just see Nando at the end of the pit straight. That's life, not far behind Kenny D. But all about consistency. Even though you see that Nando was he qualified 11th, so he was 11th out of everyone. But just consistent, all in the 19s. Fantastic consistency there from Nando, and just kept it going, kept out of trouble, kept the car pointed in the right direction. And it's definitely paid off for him there in 5th. Hoggy also started towards the rear, didn't he? 9th or 10th, I believe. Maybe 9th. Again, just kept it clean. 19s again, all round. A couple of 20s mixed in there. But brilliant job. So Gal is passed now. So that's where that's where I clicked off of it, wasn't it? So yeah, first corner. Brilliant. Size pacing. All big cut there from Sai. Yeah, jumped that curb, unsettled the car. Done well to rescue it, but it sent him wide there. He lost all the grip and all the momentum. So maybe the pressure from Gower got to Sai a little bit on there. You're going to see now Sai's going to have a bit of saving grace, is that Gower's got half a second penalty, and he's still fairly close to him. So I think they will possibly be side by side when they come down to this the S's at the bottom of this hill. Gower stays over to the left hand side. Come on, cameraman, turn around. So there he is. Careful. So Gower tried to defend, but didn't have enough pace, and then Sai back into second position. Oh, big chunk of grass. Oh, Gower's done the same. Lucky. Well played. Careful, lads. So Gower gave the position back and then full on attack, which is fine. So I was still sort of regrouping and making sure he was okay. So good overtake there from Gower. Both made a tiny little mistake. I think Gower had a better exit, and obviously hit into the back of Sai. I think that's why he waited up for a second, just to let Sai regroup. Let's go down. So Hoggy, big chunk of curb again. But he's done well. 19s. Nando there. 19s to 21. We see that on the last lap, but nothing too upsetting. Kenny D 6th. That's life 7th. Brownie into 8th. Rossi there in 9th. Brian the mechanic in 10th. So who have we missed then? Oh, where's Paulie? Where the F has Paulie gone? He's quit out at some point. I didn't even see that. Must have been early on as well. I don't remember saying his name for a little while. I apologise there. I've completely missed something that's happened to Paulie. I don't know if he had a crash and they've had to retire the car, or we see him with a lot of lag. Possibly he's had internet issues. I'm not too sure. He doesn't usually, but that's a shame. I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't see what happened. So yeah, down to 10. So brilliant opportunity though for Dan and Gower to gain some points on their championship rival. He's going to score nil points for this race. So plenty of opportunity. And look at that, again steady, look at that, all 19s. What a brilliant job that is, being consistent. It's definitely something I try and emulate as well, my own racing. I'm not the quickest person in single laps, but being consistent, you can definitely gain a lot, as we've seen here from Dan and Hoggy and Nando. As I said, being consistent has paid double to these lot. But again, another good lap there from Dan, 19.2. So Gower coming around, he's had a couple of 21s, 19.1. So since he got past Sai, he's just stretching his legs a little bit now. But again, Sai, can't discredit him. He's on third spot of the podium. Again, bar one lap, he's very, very consistent. So he should be happy with that. Oh, Kenny D's dropped. Something's happened. Let's go back because it looks like the battle started down here. So Kenny D with a wobble out of the second part of the hairpin, going up and over the hill. That's Life is right up behind him, gaining as well, gaining quick with that slip. Kenny D jinks to the right, stays right, giving That's Life the opportunity to take the inside. Good break in there. That's Life slightly deep, which is giving Kenny D the opportunity for the switchback. Side by side, got to be careful again. Same corner again, these two boys. Well done, great space given by Kenny D. That's Life. Really good race in there. Still side by side into the first corner. Again, That's Life gave Kenny D enough room on the inside, but had the momentum to carry on. Great overtake from That's Life. Well done. Really well done. Good racing from these two. Nice to see that. Always nice to see that. Good respect and, brilliant racing. But that has put That's Life up into sixth. Can he keep that distance? He's been slowly gaining, I think, but little wiggle from Kenny D just coming out the second of these two corners. It just maybe cost him the gap in front. He's done well there, right? Yeah, both of them still going well. Nando with a half second. He wants to stay away from them. You've got That's Life and Kenny D. As you can see, just behind. Hoggy down in front. Come on, Nando, you're doing good, mate. Keep going. 4-5 laps to go. Really well done. So Kenny D seems to be quite quick through this last section, as you just see him gain that gap back up. A bit of slipstream, obviously. A little bit of lag again from both of them. I think that's just the servers, maybe. Kenny D, is he thinking about it? No, he's right up the exhaust pipe of That's Life, though. The Green Machine and the Newcastle Owl. They are. URL. They should have our sponsors as well. Eldridge Air Conditioning sponsors all of the Sunday leagues. Mark, if you see him, he's also, I think he's just started doing comms with Slowpoke as well. So yeah, he's that's Nando again with another half second. I said to get rid of that. See how quick that's dropped him now. Sorry, going back to it, but again, so he was close to Hoggy, and now he's got another penalty. Is he going to get mugged now by That's Life and Kenny D? He stayed far left hand side. Yeah, he has done. Yeah, unlucky there, Nando. You're doing really well. Just 2 penalties, 2 laps, one after the other. It's cost Nando there. He was doing really, really well up into 5th position. And as you can see, that's how easy it is. Easy it is to lose your positions, especially on a track like this. That's Life a little bit sideways. Kenny D also, Nando now. I think he's going to be a little bit pissed, isn't he? I think he's going to be a little bit shirty. Oh man, what the hell? So let's see if he can recoup. Oh, he's doing so well. Just two crappy laps. And you see Kenny D pressuring. That's life. Still up his exhaust pipe, all over the back of him. So these two, I think, the only battle we've got at the minute. Oh, Kenny D with half a second penalty. Oh, it's going to be close now then, because that's going to drop him away, possibly out of the slipstream from That's Life. And as you can see, they've only got a couple of laps left, which is not what he wanted. He'll want to be right up the back of That's Life, as he has been, trying to maybe pressure into a mistake or the opportunity for an overtake. Good switch there from Kenny D as he goes through the S's up and over the hill, down to the last corner onto the start-finish straight again. Super quick lap as well. These are 119s, 120s is a fairly quick lap time, hence why we've got 20 laps. Let's go up and see how we're getting on. I think the top three are all spaced out. Can't fault down there. Look at them lap times. Really good. Really good consistency there. I think he's got enough fuel. His fuel light is flashing, but I think he's possibly got enough. Let's see. Gower with even less fuel. So let's hope that he hasn't messed it up anywhere. So down with a half decent amount. Gower, smidgens. Sai slightly more. Hoggy, smidgens. That's Life right up in the back of Hoggy. What's going on here? Let's see what's going on. So Hoggy was doing really well. Oh no, let's go. I think he's fuel saving. Yeah, he is massively short shifting. Down third, down in second, first gear. See his gear changing. It's out in second gear. Yeah, short shift third gear. So as That's Life's got a little bit more juice, so he's on full beans, but Hoggy is having to fuel save. So he's obviously put a lot of effort into the start of the race. I wonder if that's for Kenny D as well. Yeah, Kenny D's also only got a smidgen of fuel left. So let's come to the end of the race. I wonder if That's Life noticed. He's got a little bit more fuel than those around him. So this is going to be mega close for these boys. So Dan, I think Dan might be right. Gow is going to be close. Size possible. That's Life is going to be very close. Hoggy less than anyone in front of him at the minute. Hoggy, see why he's short shifting so much. As we go back, Kenny D's had a problem. So Kenny D was doing well. I think he's noticed his fuel. That's why he's completely backed off from where That's Life and Hoggy is. Almost coasting into the S's there. Nando just went flying around the outside. So definitely on the fuel. Rossi's no problem. Brian the mechanic up to 9th. Well done, Brian. Great racing, mate. Kept in it from the beginning. Paid his rewards up to 9th. Brownie there in 10th. So, yeah, Hoggy and Kenny D very panicky on the old fuel. Wondering to see how these go. See, Dan's just up in front of Gower. He's got a smidgen. He's got a nice little gap though, so we probably could just lift and coast some of these corners. It's a great way of saving fuel. Just lift and coast, let it, 50 metres or so. Just off up through the S's, up over the brow of the hill. Down and round the corner. Congratulations, Dan. Great win. Great win there for Dan. Gower got himself back into second after the game decided to send him back after his little off. So I'm sure he'll be annoyed, but a good result there for Gower. Come on, Si. Oh, well done, Si. Congratulations. Great podium for him. That's Life into 4th position. Good drive back from That's Life. Hoggy, look, he's on 0. He's going to make it. He's close. Hoggy 5th, Nando 6th. Good drive from Nando. Sorry, excuse me. Really good drive from Nando. As you see, Kenny B, yeah, he's just completely out of fuel as well. Just coasting over the line. Rossi there in 8th. Brownie's got back past Brian the mechanic. I'm bigging him up and something's happened, but Brownie's there in 9th. Oh, out of fuel. That's what's happened. He was doing really, really well. But Brian the mechanic crawling across the line to take 10th position. So really good race. And at the end, all of that drama thrown in with the fuel has definitely cost a couple of people their positions. But that's life's benefited from all of that and got himself up in the 4th. Top 3, super duper. Dan, look at that, faultless. Absolutely faultless all the way through. 19s, no problem. Stayed out of obviously was out in front, so he had no battles, but you know what I mean. He stayed out of trouble, and very good win there for Dan. Thank you very much for watching. Race 2, as always, reverse grid, hards and mediums to be used, and look forward to seeing you there. Thank you very much.